When David Beckham announced his plan to bring an MLS team to Miami in 2013, most people thought he was crazy. After all, Miami had already tried MLS once and failed spectacularly. The Miami Fusion lasted just 4 seasons before folding in 2001, bleeding money and hemorrhaging fans until the league finally pulled the plug. So, when Beckham stood there talking about bringing world-class soccer back to the same failed market, the skeptics were loud. Miami doesn't care about soccer, they said. It's a graveyard for MLS teams, they argued. You might be thinking the same thing right now, but Beckham saw something others didn't. Now here's the thing. Look at this map of Major League Soccer teams across the United States and Canada. Something immediately stands out about Inter Miami's location. It sits at the very southeastern edge of the country, almost like an outpost at the frontier of American soccer. But here's the thing, this positioning is far from random. Now let's look at the same map from 2018, before Inter Miami existed. And here it is from 2010. Notice how the Southeast remained largely untapped for years, creating a massive geographic gap in American soccer's footprint. Orlando City SC was the lone representative in this soccer-rich region until Inter Miami's arrival finally extended the league's reach to the very tip of Florida. Why did Beckham insist on returning to this soccer graveyard? And why was finding the perfect location within Miami so crucial that it took nearly a decade to finalize? Here's where it gets interesting. The answer lies in something far more strategic than just putting a soccer team in a sunny city. Inter Miami's precise location reveals a geographic secret that transforms it from just another expansion franchise into potentially the most strategically positioned club in American soccer. Let's start with the most obvious yet profound fact. Miami isn't just a city in America. It's America's gateway to an entire soccer-obsessed continent. Here's something that'll blow your mind. Miami is significantly closer to Buenos Aires than Boston is. The flight distance from Miami to the Argentine capital is about 4,409 miles, while Boston to Buenos Aires stretches to 5,445 miles. That's over 1,000 miles closer, making Miami not just marginally but substantially more connected to South America's soccer powerhouses. This isn't just about distances on a map, though. Miami International Airport serves as the primary U.S. hub for Latin American connections, offering direct flights to soccer capitals like Buenos Aires, São Paulo, Bogotá, and Mexico City. In 2023 alone, MIA handled a record 52.3 million travelers, many of them from soccer-passionate nations. The numbers tell the story. Colombia sent 423,000 visitors to Miami, Brazil contributed 286,000, while Canada, Mexico, and the United Kingdom each sent over 200,000 travelers. This constant flow of international visitors creates a natural audience for high-level soccer that few American cities can match. But geographic proximity is just the beginning. Here's where things get really interesting. Miami's population itself represents a soccer marketer's dream. Over 70% of Miami's population identifies as Hispanic or Latino, creating a pre-built fan base with deep cultural connections to the world's most popular sport. This demographic reality means soccer isn't fighting for cultural relevance here. It's already woven into the city's identity. Unlike many American markets where soccer competes with deeply entrenched sports traditions, Miami presents a unique opportunity. While the region certainly has established sports franchises, as we've seen in other major metropolitan areas, the cultural affinity for soccer provides a foundation that most expansion teams can only dream of. But demographics alone don't sell tickets. Miami needed a catalyst, and boy did they get one. When Inter Miami first entered MLS in 2020, ticket demand was within the expected range for a new franchise. However, the arrival of Lionel Messi in July 2023 undeniably acted as a significant catalyst, accelerating the growth of fan interest that the geographic and demographic factors had primed. The immediate reaction to Messi's announcement was extraordinary. The club's website experienced crashes due to the sheer volume of fans seeking tickets, demonstrating the heightened excitement. Here are some key indicators of this surge. Season ticket applications saw a dramatic increase, surging by 1,215%. To put this in perspective, an initial 1,000 applications quickly ballooned to over 13,000. The cheapest ticket prices experienced a substantial jump, increasing from $25 to $280 almost overnight. Even with significant price increases, Inter Miami still achieved a complete season ticket sellout for 2024, and then again for 2025 with even greater speed. While Messi's arrival was a transformative moment, it's crucial to acknowledge that it amplified the existing potential within the Miami market. The city's geographic advantages, its strong cultural connection to soccer, and its growing fan base created fertile ground for this explosion of interest. Messi's presence acted as the spark that ignited that potential on a grand scale, accelerating the team's trajectory and drawing wider attention to the sport's latent popularity in the region. The biggest obstacle for Inter Miami? They had no proper home. Since their inception, Inter Miami has been playing at Chase Stadium, a temporary solution located not in Miami, but in Fort Lauderdale, about 30 miles north of the city center. This stadium, originally built for a different team, was never meant to be a permanent home for Beckham's ambitious project. The irony: while the club claimed to represent Miami and its international connections, they weren't even playing in Miami proper. Fans had to make a journey to Broward County just to see their Miami team play. This wasn't just inconvenient, it was antithetical to everything the club claimed to represent. But here's where it gets interesting. Even as they struggled with their temporary home, Inter Miami was quietly planning something extraordinary. After years of searching, Inter Miami finally secured what might be the most strategically positioned stadium site in American soccer. The Mel Rees Golf Course, located at the coordinates 25 degrees 47 minutes 35 seconds north, 80 degrees 15 minutes 32 seconds west. This location isn't just near Miami International Airport, it's practically next to it. We're talking about a site that maximizes every geographic advantage Miami offers, all in one place. Here's why this matters. Located just minutes from one of the busiest international airports in the United States, the stadium site offers exceptional connectivity for both players and fans. The site sits at the intersection of 6 transit lines. Bus routes 20, 37, MIAF LAG, 57, and 7 all serve the area. You're a 10-minute walk from Miami International Airport Station and 12 minutes from the Miami Intermodal Center. For context, many MLS stadiums can't touch this level of accessibility. Orlando City SC's stadium, second Florida team, while located relatively centrally in Orlando, relies heavily on driving or ride-sharing options, lacking the extensive multimodal transit connections planned for Miami Freedom Park, right next to the airport. But Miami Freedom Park? 6 different transit options converging at one spot. That's European-level connectivity in an American sports venue. For international stars, this means direct flights home without navigating traffic. For visiting fans from Latin America, it's fly-in-for-the-match convenience. This isn't just helpful, it's a massive competitive advantage. What exactly is the Inter Miami building? This $1 billion project isn't just a stadium, it's a mini-city. 25,000-seat stadium as the centerpiece. 58 acres of public parks and green space. Tech hub to attract innovation. Entertainment districts extending matchday experiences. Hotel accommodations and commercial spaces creating year-round activity. What these geographic factors ultimately create is the potential for something American soccer has never truly had. A club with genuine international relevance positioned within U.S. borders. The club's commercial potential extends far beyond local ticket sales and merchandise. By serving as a bridge between soccer markets, Inter Miami can tap into broadcast audiences, sponsorship opportunities, and player markets that other MLS teams simply cannot access with the same geographic advantage. This isn't just about building a successful expansion team. It's about creating a new model for what an American soccer club can be. By leveraging Miami's unique position as the gateway to Latin America, Inter Miami has the potential to become the most internationally relevant club in American soccer history. So, while the exact location of Inter Miami's stadium might seem like just another dot on the MLS map, it represents something far more significant, a geographic secret that could reshape American soccer's position in the global game. And that's the story of why Inter Miami was built here. Not just for the beaches, not just for the weather, but for something much bigger. A chance to build the first truly global American soccer club in exactly the right place at exactly the right time. Are you an Inter Miami fan? Or maybe you're from Miami? How do you feel about the new stadium being near the airport instead of downtown? Does Miami's unique position as a gateway to Latin America give the club an advantage that other MLS teams can't match? Drop a comment below with your MLS team and why you support them. I'm especially curious to hear from those of you in South Florida about how the club's location affects your connection to the team. As always, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more insights on the intersection of sports and geography. Thanks for watching.